Hello friends to the Spirit of Japan Tours. This is Michaela, your virtual guide, and in this video I'm going to take you to an enchanting little Zen temple in the ancient Japanese capital of Kamakura. The name is Meigetsuin, which literally means the hermitage of the bright moon. And because in Japan, there's a legend that says that there's a bunny who lives on the moon. There are a lot of bunnies that we can see on the grounds of the temple. But just to track back a little bit, the temple was founded in 1256. It is one of the 5 Zen temples in Kamakura. And originally it belonged to a bigger temple, but in the 19th century there was a persecution of Buddhism. It's kind of a long, story. The emperor was trying to take back his power, and because the imperial religion is Shinto, Buddhism kind of, was not exactly very loved at the time by the ruling family. So Meigetsuin was a part of a bigger temple. That temple was taken apart. However, Meigetsuin remained. There are a few things to see here, and number one is the iconic round window that opens to a garden where you can see irises in early spring, and then later on, when the trees change their colors, you can see beautiful foliage. The garden behind it is open only at these 2 times of the year, so we won't be able to see it today, but there's plenty other things to see. The grounds of the temple are simply magical. They're so green, so beautiful. Meigetsuin is known also as the hydrangea temple because there are hydrangeas blooming during the rainy season everywhere. Also, it has a beautiful stone Zen garden. So let's go and see as much as we can. What I would like to show you first is that little temple here that actually happens to be like a mausoleum that is dedicated to the person who founded, by the person who founded the temple, to his father, who died in one of the many wars of the time. So this is it. There is a very simple altar here. And from the mausoleum you can see the little tea house that is a part of the temple, that you can enjoy some green tea and traditional sweets. Now, what I would like to do is go and see the famous moon-shaped window and the Zen garden of the temple. And on the way, I just, cannot but admire how beautiful it is here. There are butterflies flying around. Oh, here is one of the last hydrangeas. By the way, in Japanese they're called hime hydrangea, which means the princess hydrangea, because of their beautiful blue colors. So let's go and see what is there behind that gate. I just love temple gates because behind every temple gate there is a world of its own, So let's see what this world is like. And what you're seeing now is the stone garden of Meigetsuin. And can you see those conic shaped, sand forms? They remind me of the same shape in Ginkakuji in Kyoto in the Silver Pavilion. There it is called the Moon Observation Platform. So what we're seeing here in Meigetsuin is something very similar. What a beautiful, beautiful place. And across from the stone garden is the Hojo, which is the main hall, the Buddha hall of the building. And here you can see the big taiko drum that is used during ceremonies. And this is the main altar of the temple. And can you see the window there? This is what this temple is so famous with. So let's see if we can have a different look at it. So this is the famous window, and in May when the irises bloom, it frames the iris garden, and then when the trees change their color in the fall, again the window will frame a beautiful picture with autumn colors. How sweet. I will come here at the end of November, the beginning of December for sure. I would love to see what it looks like then. Now let's just give you a better look. And here's another little bunny. And over there is another one. It's so much fun to walk the grounds of the temple and discover those. And here, it's not a bunny, but a little jizo with his hands in prayer. And here is another one. The jizos of Kamakura, those little bodhisattva statues, are famous. Many people just go around the temples and make their own discoveries. And something else interesting to see here, it is this tree, and let me just show you the tree. It is a big Japanese maple, but just look at how it has grown. Look at the roots that have reached for the ground. And here's what the sign here says, that accidentally this rock here fell from the mountain above, and then there was a tiny maple tree seed that grew on the rock. And even if there was no soil and no water, the maple somehow grew and continued to grow bigger and bigger, and then it stretched its roots to the ground. It's quite a magical tree, won't you say? And they say, how many years and how many full moons has it seen? Amazing tree. The temple is such a picturesque place. There are many little paths that you can walk and enjoy flowers, bird songs, cicada songs. It is just a beautiful piece of nature. And there is the bamboo grove. Oh, I want to show you something there. Years ago, when they changed the tile of the main hall, they preserved some of the tiles, especially those one, they're called shibi by the way, that stood at the ends of the ridge of the roof of the temple. And here's one of them. She's a celestial maiden playing the flute, surrounded by clouds, and there is another god, her counterpart, on the other side of the ridge probably. They're just so beautiful, and it's so wonderful that the tiles were preserved. Oh, I just have to show you this because on the way out we are being seen off by another bunny and his friend the turtle. Well, this time sayonara for serious. Bye bye.